Hey everyone, I'm John Hecklinger. I'm President and CEO of Global Fund for Children, coming to you from the Washington, D.C. office. So over the last 30 years, our approach has evolved in a million different ways, but the core has remained the same. We fund at the extreme grassroots, finding those amazing, innovative individuals working in organizations very close to the challenges their communities are facing. And we provide them flexible funding and we accompany them in various ways so that they can become more effective at whatever they happen to be doing. That said, I think a key breakthrough we've had has been recognizing the power in these people within these organizations learning together. So when we fund our partners now, we're funding them in groups where they can really learn a lot from each other because they're tackling similar challenges in a similar environment, and there is just tremendous power and impact in that. I think there are two things that come to mind immediately. One, given the extreme demographic changes in the world, there are more young people in the world than ever before. And we have recognized that, it's not that, and young leaders hate it when you say that they're our future because they're actually our present. They're leading now, they're making change now, and we have adapted to support young leaders in various ways. I think another way we've changed our approach, we've never seen ourselves as primarily an emergency response organization, but as our growing number of partners are out there in the world and experiencing conflict, natural disasters, they find themselves in a position to help, and we have taken it on to provide that support. And so that's been a pretty big shift over the past several years. Well, an aspiration would be, of course, not to have to do this work anymore. But as I think about the next 30 years, I think it's pretty clear that we'll have a role. And it's important for us to do our work with our partners around the world as well as we possibly can to learn and create a base of evidence for this approach and to share that with others who are trying to improve their approaches as grant makers, as actors in the sector, so that we can influence the larger flows of resources that are now tied up in ways that are not as accessible as they should be to the grassroots. That's where I think we can have a really outsized impact, and also having the humility not to say we have to do everything, because we can't, but we can have outsized influence. Well, thanks everybody for tuning in today. And before I sign off, just wanted to give you a tour of Global Fund for Children CEO's corner office. As you can see, it's not actually an office. It's not how we do things here. But I'm very happy with my Frank Lloyd Wright pen and pencil holder. It's got a couple of parking receipts I need to claim. We've got the money tree here, which is a really important thing. Very healthy right now, which I'm very happy about. Have to bring in the family. This is Katie, Miles, and Henry. Miles and Henry are actually a lot bigger now. Katie is not bigger now. And then we have a couple of my favorite books. And I'm just gonna highlight this one. I tell everybody about this book, and it's probably pretty annoying, but it's called Leadership on the Line, and it's one of my go-to books for dealing with leadership in times of change and how to modulate that. So that's a couple of things from the corner office. Thank you very much, everybody.